Good morning. So it's 9:27. I'm just random with my schedule. Very random right now. Because sometimes my back is like, we can't move. So might have to listen. Okay. Today was okay though. Yesterday, not so much. The pathless. It says difficult decisions, lack of direction. The pathless. And the wise one, tradition and order. Many paths, wild woman. So today is kind of a major astrology day. There's a lot of stuff happening. So, I mean, completion wanted to be shown. Number 9. And the sorcerer, number 48. Belly showing. My whole belly. Let me pull this down. What do we need to see for the collective? What is needed? My hands are not. I don't have any sticky. Okay, the serpent, number 46. And we did get completion. And I'm sorry about the glare. Just kind of, let me lean in a little. The rainbow, number 41. I do want to get one of these too. What can I do? What's happening? What do we need to see? Meditate. Number 40. And new life. Number 4. So again with the, well, mirroring, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's get a spread. Sedna is doing stuff in the astrals today. I think it's Mercury and Uranus that are kind of activated. So there may be some sudden shifts and sudden insights, maybe. Could be. Let me split this a little bit. Okay. The Hermit. So like wisdom. Maybe you're coming out of your shell. Maybe you need to introspect more. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So I did talk about the cycle, right? So let's see. How are we showing up? Seven of Swords. So, Page of Swords. Five of Swords. 10 of Wands. The Moon. The Hierophant. And the Seven of Cups. And the Six of Wands. Something about choices. Okay, so see how this... Okay, in the picture, there's like a big shadowy, scary creature. And then the fox is kind of looking at it like, I'll cut you. Like, it looks like it's trying to sneak away. That's you. That's us, right? Like, we're getting away from, like, the gossip. Maybe you were not even paying attention to that stuff. We may be also showing up as the hermit. Like, we're not entertaining Five of Swords, 10 of Wands, the Moon, like it's hidden. I don't even know. What's surfacing? It's like you don't even know about it anymore. Like, but it's like you know it's going on, right? Okay. What's surfacing is expansion, right? Foresight, being, waiting for... Now she's climbing a ladder, so it's like expanding the horizon, right? King of Coins. Maybe expanding in business. I don't know. Expanding on your perception of your worth. Yeah. Healing. The Queen of Swords. Having compassion for yourself and discernment for your choices and things like that. Okay. What do we need to expand on? What are we expanding on? Sorry, the camera's kind of in a weird angle today. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. It looks like the two of Pentacles, but it's not. It's the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. So expand on adventure, doing like what it's like. Finding what you're passionate about and doing that. Yeah, find your happiness. Maybe a High Priestess. A Magician. King of Cups. Because the real twin flame journey is within you, like your own self, right? The twin flame thing with the 4 of Wands. Like you're your own, You should be your own twin flame. Like your higher self in you. Like the, the lower self in you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. What's the next thing? My mind is completely not awake yet. Oh, actions, duh. What actions do we take? The pilgrimage. So, what are your dreams? What are your goals? What do you want? What are your ambitions? Transform into, it's like a rebirth now, Like you're birthing yourself and putting your ideas into action, ascending from the sorrows, fears, sadness, all of the things from the past. Becoming a mentor, embracing your spirituality, and rebuilding, right? So what is the resource we have to move forward with? The Seven of Wands and the Lovers. You're your own twin flame, right? Be the flame. Because like I'm seeing in my mind the unknown tarot. What is it? Unknown? Yeah, the wild unknown tarot. The flame. The Seven of Wands. I don't have that deck out here, but it's the Seven of Wands. There's other wands by the side, but there's one with the lit flame on it. That's kind of, what I'm seeing right now with this Seven of Wands. But it's like you're defending you have good boundaries, and that's where you're learning how to maybe be your own twin, like your protector and your intuitive, nurturing, and all of that. Like you're the protector, the support, that you need for yourself, and you're also, the nurturer. You nurture your emotions, you understand yourself, Okay. Let's clarify the Hermit. Maybe I should shuffle a little. Clarify the Hermit. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like nurturing your inner child, right? Going within and being the Hermit is nurturing your inner child, right? The wisdom that you gain from like the choices that you make, the experiences that you have. Clarify, what is this one? Whoops. Oh, the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Yeah, that was a weird one to show up as like what we're lying over here. No. The Six of Wands. and the Page of Cups. So, victory, like regaining your innocence, walking away from, you know, getting away from, yeah, you've escaped with your innocence, babe. Because you're not reacting and acting out of, you know, anger, resentment. You've cleared all that away, so you're able to kind of, you know, be diplomatic about things, right? You don't have to be, you know, vindictive, and you could very much be, you know, you could be that way, but you're not. You're actually trying to be an adult. You know. Okay, 3 of Wands. Clarify the 3 of Wands. And maybe not everybody around you is, maybe, you know, and maybe, I mean, I don't know who this is about, but like, for you, I mean, but like, you know, you could have like people angry that you're speaking up about things, but it's like, have they ever tried to correct anything? You know, like, have they ever changed in any instance? I don't know. Yeah, anyway, 3 of Wands. Okay, 3 of Wands. 4 of Wands. Expand on your happiness. Oh, it's surfacing. The twin flame thing. Emotionally mature. And happiness. Okay, expand on your... So, we got the 3 of Wands. So, the 3 of Wands is expansion, right? But, oh, it could be something surfacing, as in, like, a new person. Because now you're emotionally okay with, like, you know, yourself. So, you've worked through all the things, or are working through the things, expanding your vision, like your foresight. Oh, foresight. So, I don't know if something's coming in, but you could be expecting, not expecting, but somebody could be coming. We did get the Lovers. I don't know. What's the Page of Wands? Actually, clarify the 4 of Wands. You could be walking into happiness. The 3 of Wands again. 8 of Cups. 3 of Wands. Walking away, and then expect your ships to sail in. Well, that kind of clears up the 7 of Swords too, with the walking away. Like, you don't see this coming. Oh, this is what you were walking away from, a third party situation. Maybe. Been there, done that. That was awkward. Especially if you don't know. Until it's, yeah, kind of put in your face. Leaves a bad taste in your mouth, don't it? Anyways, clarify the Page of Wands. The Moon. And the High Priestess. What did I say about the Page of Wands? Page of Wands. I forget what came out. Nurturing your inner child, and the Moon, and the High Priestess. 10 of Wands. Leaving the secrets, like, oh, maybe. So, like, fear and secrets. And something about I don't know why, but my mind completely went blank on what this was expanding. Expanding the inner child. Yeah. Okay. Boundaries, right? Maybe you had a lot of fear growing up. Maybe there was a lot of secrets, hidden things. People wore masks. But you might be seeing through the illusions and things like that, so it's easier for you to move forward. Like, and maybe even in relationships, like with the walking away, the 3 of Wands, the Lovers, the third party situation thing. So, like, it's really difficult to see things like as for what they are when you've been lied to your whole life, or when you've been forced to fed illusions. You know what I mean? Clarify the Fool. But we're closing that out. Like, there's like a rainbow at the end of all of this, or whatever. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I don't know. Clarify the Fool. The 6 of Swords. Moving on. So with your self-mastery, or you're working towards that, and Spirit is helping you. What's and introspect. Yeah, because like, yeah. Clarify the 7 of Wands. Excuse me. Aw. It's like, defend your happiness from this, from sadness, from sorrow, loss, you know. Because you take the lead and command over your heart, right? And the fear and demons, you're able to nurture those, you know, yourself. Clarify the Lovers. Two of Swords. Yeah, it's you in here. You are the masculine and feminine, the divine masculine and feminine within you is the twin flame journey, right? Building brick by brick, right? it's like, what is it? The journey is all about fighting your own demons so that you can be able to have that union with yourself. Let me see. Should I clarify these? Looks kind of dim. So, meditate for the answers, right? I'm gonna read the serpent and the rainbow and the pathless and the wise one. Okay. The serpent. So, it's about the Kundalini awakening, right? Shedding the old skin. Excuse me. That you have been attached to, and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience of your life. Your passion, sexuality are awakening. Your passion and sexuality are awakening, and this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of the serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful original manifestation. I don't think that had anything to do with it, but the awakening of the divine feminine, right? And then also, so you're nurturing yourself. It's not about sex, but it's about closing the cycle of like the past you, like like maybe when it comes to like not being nurtured enough, you're doing that for yourself now. That's not the sexual energy, it's really the nurturing, but it's like mothering yourself, right? Shed the past. The serpent comes to offer the basically, yeah, it's awakening like your creative and passionate side. I don't know, that was a weird one. And then the rainbow. It's about the chakras. A bridge between the physical and the spiritual. When the rainbow appears, it's an affirmation that all is well and that you are in right relationship with spirit. The rainbow tells you that, oh yeah, okay, so the goddesses, so Hecate is conjunct I don't know, there's Vesta, Hygeia, I think, or maybe it's somebody else, but then there's Sedna too, and they're all doing things right now. I forget what, but I would have to read it all. But yeah, so the goddesses are like, hey, we're here. And you're there too, and you're awakening your inner, divine feminine. That's why the kundalini and the chakras, right? When you align when you're aligned in alignment, your chakras, that's the pathway, right? To the divine. That's bridging the spiritual and the physical. It's from within. Okay, the rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near. Persevere and remember that it is darkest before the dawn. Don't give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn, even when the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet, or let your guard down fully. Don't get caught in the pursuit of an illusion, right? There's no pot at the end of the rainbow. Pot of gold, I mean. Find the treasure in the moment. Yeah, okay. Don't miss the gifts. Be true with your intentions and don't be led astray by daydreams. And the pathless. Difficult decisions, lack of direction. And then the wise men, tradition and order. So okay. The street is busy, alive with the shouting of voices and the sound of boots on the cobbles. But one pair of feet seems to have no destination, walking in circles, meandering and lost. This poor soul is pathless, who hesitated on many decisions and rushed into too many others. They are the product of indecision and misdirection, lacking confidence in themselves, and trusting too much in people who would misguide them. It feels like progress on whatever you've been working on or working towards has ground to a halt. Others might give you unsolicited advice, but you know yourself better than anyone else. Take a step back and consider a new direction, but don't keep stubbornly moving forward if it's not getting you anywhere. The pathless doesn't lack direction because of stubbornness, rather because of an impulsive energy that's driving them in multiple directions at once. You know what you want, but you lack the valuable experience needed to organize and plan how to actually get there. Consider that you might need a little more time before you are in position to pursue this particular path. Okay. And the wise one. What is that in regards to? Sometimes it's confusing. Okay. Organization and rhythm rule the day. It's time to suppress that creative streak and accept pre-established convention. Take the time to study those who have gone before you. There's plenty to be learned from previous attempts. The greatest knowledge is derived from the experiences of those who have done this before. One acts on the knowledge learned from their predecessors. They know the way things have always been done. Meditate in new life. So sometimes it's not very clear, is it? It's like, what do you mean? Am I messing up? You have to discern for yourself, you know. Okay, so clarify the pathless. Seven of Swords. Oh, that's where we're getting away from the Eight of Swords, right? Escaping with your innocence, difficult. So, what the? The Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a new direction. So, new direction. Wow. Did you have to say it like that though? Difficult decisions. I'll say. I don't even talk like that. Okay. Oh, what the heck? Okay, so clarify the wise one. Clarify the wise one. Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords. So, like, it's being loyal to yourself, you know, and and making sure that, like, your needs are being met, right? Tradition, order. So it's not necessarily like the old way, but okay, so I understand. So sometimes we have to like research things on like things that we didn't learn, because it's like sometimes we didn't grow up with like we have to learn things over for ourselves, right? We do the research ourselves, we introspect ourselves, we figure it out ourselves, unless we don't, and then we stay stuck in the old life and we don't ever get anything new or different. We continue with the same cycles, we continue with the same, you know, ideas. Even like even our ideas are old, and you know, so we have to kind of update our thinking and update the order. Like, it's not all about old traditions and things like that. We can move on from those things. We don't have to continuously do the same old things again and again and again just because it's always been done, right? We cut out what doesn't work and then innovate new ideas, and you know, clarify new life. building it brick by brick. And the Four of Cups, like, we have to leave behind what we weren't satisfied with, right? Yes, the Seven of Swords. The Six of Pentacles. Wow. Cause and effect, right? Wow. Okay. I hope it wasn't too all over the place. It was kind of a little bit confusing because I'm like, usually the Seven of Swords is like a bad, like, it's the lying card, right? So it's kind of odd when it shows up, and then like that's you know, that's how you're showing up. That's threw me off. I was like, what? So it's all about like moving forward now with the lessons, and yeah, aligning, you know, and also with the planets aligning, you know, with that too, because that's important. Not aligning with the planets, but understanding where you're going. What do you want? Because that's part of it. And like understanding yourself is another part of it. And understanding others as well is another part of it. So it's like when we understand ourselves, we can understand, you know, the people in our lives, and I don't know. I think it's, yeah, I don't think I don't know. I think I've mumbled this entire time, but I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you get something from this, and I'll talk soon.